Hey, what's going on? I'm about to head to bed pretty soon, but before I do, figure I'd make a video about the current condition of guitar icon Eddie Van Halen. Now, as we have heard a couple days ago, he is currently battling throat cancer, and basically he is flown out to Germany, according to one news source, to have, I guess, throat surgery to get rid of this cancer, I guess. Now, somewhere, somehow, in a 2015 interview, Eddie Van Halen stated that somehow the cancer was caused by having metal guitar picks made of brass and copper in his mouth during all the shows he did with Van Halen. He said in an interview in 2015 where he had also admitted that he had given up smoking, which you may remember basically was one of the sole causes of him losing a third of his tongue in 2000. He developed tongue cancer and had to have a third of that thing removed as a result of that. Surgically removed, I should say. He said in this interview, I used metal guitar picks, brass and copper, which I always held in my mouth, in the exact place where I had the tongue cancer. Plus, I basically live in a recording studio that's filled with electromagnetic energy. That's one theory. I mean, I was smoking, doing a lot of drugs and a lot of everything, but at the same time, my lungs are totally clear. This is just my theory, but the doctors say it's possible. Now, this whole story here is from blabbermouth.net, you know. It also goes on here to have a quote from a real doctor in England. Basically, Dr. Tom Micklewright, who is a medical officer at the British Medical Consultation Service, known as Push Doctor, told the press that Eddie Van Halen's health issues were not likely caused by a guitar pick of any sorts. He cited the fact that neither copper or any other metals found in the brass are considered, I guess, what's this word here? Carcinogenic, I guess it's called. If I mispronounce it, feel free to correct me. Now, he stated that copper coils have been used as contraception, another unpronounceable word, contraception in the human body for many years without evidence in increased cancer risk. In contrast, numerous chemicals contained within cigarettes have been conclusively proven to significantly increase cancer risk and the more likely cause of his throat cancer. Basically, he's stating that Eddie Van Halen is bullshitting, and he's stating that it's all the smoking he did throughout the years that caused this whole thing. Now, there's been a lot, as we all know, stated he is heading to Germany reportedly to have throat surgery. Whether it's true or not, who knows? This is what I've been reading on the internet a couple of times now. Now, according to TMZ here, and quote unquote, Eddie was diagnosed nearly 20 years ago. Sources with direct knowledge tell us that over the years there were times where some of the cancer cells migrated down to his throat, and doctors would scrape them out. Our sources say that Eddie has flown to Germany for 5 years to get radiation treatment. Wow. And for the most part, it's worked to keep the disease in check. But as for his current condition, there are lots of rumors, but people who know him say he seems to be doing okay, at least on the surface. Now, you remember, as I mentioned, you remember in 2000 he had a throat cancer, tongue cancer, which a third of his tongue was removed as a result. So basically, if you see him on the streets and he does start to talk funny, you'll know the reason why. Now, earlier this year, there were rumors rampant that the classic era of Van Halen, meaning Eddie Van Halen, his brother Alex on drums, David Lee Roth on vocals, and original bassist Michael Anthony was going to reunite and do a tour since 1984, but sadly, it's unclear. Well, of course, we all know why it's clear. You know, Michael Anthony's still pissed off at Eddie for all the shit he talked about him, saying that he had to teach Michael how to play this particular song on the bass. He had to do this, and he even went ahead and said, you cannot be in two bands. Well, because of the fact that he's friends with Sammy Hagar and is playing with him currently. In fact, he's involved in Hagar's new project called, I guess it's called Sammy Hagar and the Circle, from what I read. You know, I don't know if this is karma for Eddie for all the shit he said about Michael Anthony, which pissed off a lot of hardcore fans, including Sammy Hagar himself. But, you know, if it is, you know, this may be a lesson for him, you know, not to talk shit about your old bandmates who was loyal to you from the very beginning. But all in all, we should probably, all of us, you know, send some thoughts and prayers to Eddie Van Halen as he goes through this issue here with the big evil C. And that's pretty much about it. I'm Dr. Earl. Thank you for watching. Right. Dun 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 dun, now running with the devil. I was there. I know one of our cooks was playing that song yesterday while I was at work, so that just came to mind. I'm out.